Peace, peace, people. Welcome to Jemima's World, the Jelly Moose's Cafe. I am your hostess, Jemima, and it is good to be back in the land of the living once again. Today is the first day of Hoodoo Heritage Month, and I'm excited always to honor and bring recognition to the ways of our ancestors. So I am excited about Hoodoo Heritage Month. So I thought what I would do for this month, as far as telling stories, I would find and tell some hoodoo stories, and also some stories, African folk tales here in the diaspora, and also or African American folk tales, and also some African folk tales. So tonight, the story is taken from Uncle Monday and Other Florida Tales, and it's written by Kristen Condon and illustrated by Kitty Patterson. Now, if you hear any music in the background, I do not own the rights to the music. I just have some hoodoo music playing uh, on my TV. So let's get into this story tonight. And this one is taken again from Uncle Monday and Other Florida Tales, and it's called Big John Gives Old Master a Sign. All right. Now, this is an African American story collected in Florida in the late 1930s. It dates from the time of slavery. Slaves used to tell many stories about how they outsmarted their master. Now, these tales functioned to keep them hopeful in a world that seemed hopeless. And often the wise slave who was able to outwit his master was named Big John. Telling tales like this was, in a way, an act of defiance, as John was able to reverse the circumstances of who is in control. The tales about Big John told in the days of slavery were enhanced by the response of the audience. In this manner, these tales were communal activities. All right. Old Master and Old Miss had no sooner gotten on the train than Big John sent word to all the other slaves on all the plantations around that Old Master and Old Miss had gone to Philadelphia and won't be back for 3 weeks. Big John was left in charge of everything. Come over to the big house, he invited everyone. We'll have a great time. While the invitation was being passed around, Big John told some of his friends to kill some of Old Master's hogs so they could feast on them. That night, Big John put together a fine table full of lots of food. Everyone who he could get a hold of white folks, everyone who could get a hold of white folks' clothes had them on that night. Big John opened up the entire house and took Old Master's rocking chair and put it on top of Old Master's bed. Then he climbed up and sat down on it to call out the dance steps. He was sitting in his high seat with a box of Old Master's cigars under his arm and one in his mouth when he noticed a couple of poor white folks coming into the house. Take them poor white folks out of here, he instructed. Take them back to the kitchen and don't allow them up front no more. We don't want anything out here but quality. Big John didn't know that these same white folks were Old Master and Old Miss dressed up in rags and dirt on their faces. See, they had slipped back to see how he would behave while they were gone. And of course, they were not happy. They washed the dirt off their faces and came back up front where Big John was sitting. John, said Old Master, after I trusted you with my place, you went and smoked up my fine cigars and you killed all my hogs and you let all them slaves in my house to act like they were crazy. Now I'm going to take you out to the persimmon tree and I'm going to hang you. Now you deserve to be hung, and that's what I'm going to do. While Old Master was gone to get the rope, Big John called his friend Ike to one side and he said, Ike, Old Master going to take me out and hang me on the persimmon tree. Now I want you to hurry out to that tree and climb up into it. Take a box of matches with you. And every time you hear me ask God for a sign, you strike one of the matches. After a while, Old Master comes back with the rope and he leads Big John out to the tree. He ties a noose in the rope and puts it around Big John's neck. He throws the other end over a limb. I just got one favor to ask of you, said Big John. Let me pray before I die. All right, said Old Master. But hurry up and get it over with. that I've never been so anxious to hang anyone in my life. So Big John kneels down under the tree and prays, "Oh Lord, if you mean for Massa not to hang me, give me a sign." And when he said that, Ike struck a match. And old Master saw it and began to shake. But John, he kept on praying, "Oh Lord, if you mean to strike old Master dead, if he hangs me, give me a sign." Ike struck another match, and old Master said, "Never mind, John, you prayed enough. The hanging's off." But Big John kept right on praying. "Oh Lord, if you mean to put old Massa and all his family to death tonight, give me a sign." This time, Ike struck a whole handful of matches, and the old master lit out from it there as fast as he could. And that's how the slaves got free. Big John scared old master so bad that he ended slavery right then and there. Now, reflections that you can talk about if your children are listening to this story is this really how uh, they got their freedom? Why do you think it's important for them to tell stories like this? All right. So I love this story because it's reminiscent of things we do now on the corporate plantation. But I won't talk about that. I just wanted to come out with some stories. They're going to be brief, but I hope you listen to them with your kids and answer any questions they may have about these stories and then have them make up their own folk tales. All right. Look, if you like it, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm really trying to grow this channel because it's full of information. It's not all the other things that are going on. It's not really politics. It's not gossip. It's really trying to educate our children on Black history that they may not get in school. All right. So again, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, you know the drill. Love yourself. Love each other. Give yourself some grace. Give each other some grace. Stay cool. Stay healthy. And stay Black.